So I wanted to respond to this comment here because I am basically the son. My parents became Muslim when I was very young. They reverted to Islam. And so in terms of like Christmas and birthdays and everything you can imagine that in Islam we don't tend to follow and don't practice, I was basically the child who my parents had to explain why and all that good stuff. And now I'm a mother myself. I basically implement the same sort of style. Anyway, let me get into it because I'm babbling now. So first of all, being able to teach a child like an understanding, especially when we live in a country that's not a Muslim country, on like what we should be doing, what we shouldn't be doing, what we can't due to religion, X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 is literally our actions. So action is by intention. For example, you wouldn't necessarily put a Christmas tree up in your own personal house, but you would still take your child to your friends or family who have their Christmas tree up. You're not going to be like, we're not going to go there because you say they got a tree. So I would always advise people, just worry about like what you're doing in your own home, but also don't feel like you need to keep your child or children away from everyone else that is doing things that you don't personally do anymore due to becoming Muslim, or even if you're born Muslim, something that you don't personally practice. You don't have to keep your children away. I feel like children should learn about other religions, see what's going down in the DMs, like all that good stuff, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're like following it or practicing it. You're just understanding and knowing, because this is reality. Like, this is reality. I would very much go to my grandparents every single Christmas for Christmas dinner, right? But for us, in our brain, we was basically going to my nan's for dinner, because that is literally what we used to do every single month. Like, there was no difference. But just because it was Christmas, my mum didn't refrain us from going. It was more of like, we're going for dinner because that's just our norm. Plus, it's also a form of dawah. So us going and still, like, you know, we wouldn't just decide, oh, because we're eating Christmas dinner, we're not going to go pray our prayer. Like, we'll still stop, go upstairs, go pray quickly, come back, like, and still continue as normal, just as like a normal day. We knew it was Christmas. Like, my nan and my granddad, they used to give us money. They used to put money in the envelope and put all our names on the envelope. And we was very much like, you know, not singled out. My parents didn't single us out. They kind of just kept it very normal, so that when we grow up, it's something that's not foreign. It's not like, oh my gosh, I want to be involved, because it's just like, yeah, it's just Christmas, isn't it? But yeah, so don't worry about having to try and make your child understand. You just carry on with your own thing that you do in your home, and just talk, have that conversation like, oh, we're not going to have a Christmas tree because we don't celebrate, blah, blah, blah. And just keep it very friendly and very chill, because trust me, Islam is so easy. Like, it's not made difficult for us at all.